God is writing our story.
My name is April.
My name is Angel.
And we are the Riveros. We have been married 14 years.
We come from Southern California.
And moved to Arkansas about 3 years ago.
And this is where we found the Lord.
When we moved to Arkansas, we left California.
For a new life.
For a new life, because we were addicted to drugs.
And our marriage was on the rocks.
It was a make it or break it type of situation.
And we moved out here with nothing. Nowhere to go.
No home.
No home. Just our
left
truck,
on a whim.
Our truck and trailer with a few things in our trailer. We landed at Joplin. We
camped out
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
We started looking for a place to live. We were blessed with a home, and I was blessed with a job.
One day we were driving back after we found the home. We were driving back, and Angel goes, I know you've gone to church, pretty much your whole life. And he goes, and I want to know who God is. He shocked me, really.
I just felt something like I needed to find God. And I just looked at her and I said, I want to find God.
So I led him into the Lord's Prayer. And at that point, we decided that we were going to follow the Lord. But I grew up going to church every Sunday, Wednesday, and did with the whole family. That's what we did. As I started getting older and I had a child, I lost my son and stopped going to church, stopped believing in the Lord. I blamed the Lord for everything that was going wrong. And not that I stopped praying, because I never stopped praying. I just blamed God for a lot that had happened in my life.
I come from a mom and dad that mom was Jehovah's Witness and dad was Catholic. And before my dad passed, he became a Christian. It's just in California, I was so judgmental, I guess.
He always told me, I am never going to go to church. I'm never going to believe in God. I'm going to live my life the way I want to live my life. And God's not involved. But during those years that he would say that to me, of course, on my own, I'd be praying and saying, Lord, we need to change something. Something needs to change in our life because we can't continue to go on the way we are. Our kids pretty much stopped talking to us. They wouldn't come around and see us because they all knew we were on drugs. And when we left California, we said, we're taking this change. We're going to stop doing drugs. We're going to just get our lives better. Because we really wanted our family to be all together as one. I think, we lost all of the kids'
trust. They wouldn't take us serious, and because we were on drugs. About a year went by, we found a church. I was working at the Honda dealer, and one day I come home and I told her I was ready to find a new job. So I got on my hands and knees.
Because ends weren't being met. I mean, we could barely pay our rent. We could barely pay our bills. We were barely keeping food in the house. And so we both told each other, well, you know what? You got to give it to God.
And I did. And when I did that, an opportunity at Triumph, what it used to be, I got hired on. And not knowing if it was going to work out, because I have a reading disability. And one day asked our PG if he could pray for me because of my reading. And I wanted to be able to read the book on my own. So Pastor prayed over me, put hands over me, and one day after I got baptized, he told me, go read. And I went, sat down, and I started reading with no problem.
Did.
And my reading and writing has gotten tremendously.
Well, after that, when we were getting baptized the day before, he wrote out a sentence, and he called me from work, and he's like, he goes, look, I wrote this out. And I said, that's perfect. I said, the wording, everything is perfect on there. I'm like, I'm so proud of you. And he goes, I can't believe I'm doing it. And he's always had to call me and ask me, how do you spell this word? Or how do you spell that word? And, he's writing now too, not just reading, but he's writing. And so I'm very proud of him because it's a big step.
Even getting on the computer at work and ordering my parts and putting stuff on the bulletin, and which I was so scared to do that before. And now I pray to the Lord every day. He helped me through it. And if it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't have had the job I have now.
I mean, since he's been working, the Lord has blessed us with a roof, a nice home and a nice car and has supplied everything for us. We have not needed for anything. We've lived better than we have the first 12 years, 13 years of our marriage.
Absolutely.
All our kids look at us now differently. They call us regularly. In fact, we had 2 move from California in with us, so we have 2 at home now. We have grandkids that we talk to regularly. They respect us more, and they're all proud of us that we've changed our lives. And they've seen that we turn to God, and it's made them to want to turn to God too.
They come to church with us on a regular basis on every Sunday. Again, I pray to the Lord to take all my addictions away and all my cravings, and He has.
We've been clean just about 3 years.
3 years now.
We feel so much better than we ever have. Our marriage has grown so
strong.
And I'm glad because, we're having the time of our lives. We've met a lot of people that have been drug addicts and alcoholics, and
they hear our story, and we tell them, and we always get like, oh, you motivate us, you motivate me, or in that sense. And so it makes me feel good that we can help somebody else by telling our story. I just come into knowing God. It was the best thing I've ever done. I love the Lord with so much passion, and every day I just strive to be more like Him.
I love the fact that He's that way. I couldn't ask for anything more than what we've got now. We feel totally blessed that the Lord has done so much for us, and just in the short time that we've been here. And
our kids seeing the change in us has brought us all closer. They're so amazed at how well we're doing, and they all know that it is because of the Lord. It wouldn't be any way unless it was through the Lord. Anytime we need something, or we just give it to Him and just leave it at that. And
we've learned not to pick things up after we've given it to God.
And just having the faith and trust in Him, and that's all you need.